You know what? Practice has been going great. We've been blessed with some great weather. We've been out here, pretty much all since school started. We've been outside on the field pretty much every day, and it's going well. The energy's been really good from the players, and we're excited to play this coming up weekend.
Yeah, talk about the energy. I mean, you guys came out, had a great end to the season last year, set the program record for wins, had a really good season with it. How has that momentum from the spring carried through the summer and now through what you've seen so far this fall?
Well, and it definitely does set a good tone for the program because all of our returners know that feeling from last year. We've got a good influx of youth and skilled players, and everybody's buying in and everybody's working really, really hard. And, hopefully that carryover from last year is going to push us to that next level. And that's the biggest thing is, our players from last year, all right, we want to make that next step. We want to take this program even higher than we were.
Talking about that influx of players, I've seen some new faces out here, but I've also seen some familiar faces. Let's just talk about your roster a little bit. Who are some of those key returners that have taken on some leadership roles this year? And who are some of those newcomers that you're excited about?
Well, we've got what I call our core four, our four seniors who are right in the middle of our lineup, the beginning of the lineup. We've got Abby Chips, second base. We've got Kennedy Shade at short, Isabella Henning, who's at first base, and then Danielle Henning in left. And those four, we're relying on them a lot to provide that good leadership. And then we've got some youth that's in, some really talented freshmen that, we've got 8 freshmen, which seems like a lot, but on a talent scale, holy cow, they're really, really good. It's just a matter of them kind of getting up to the college speed of the game, because that's the biggest adjustment, I think, is trying to get them to play at a faster pace and getting them just to buy into, all right, this is a little different than high school and travel ball.
The good news for you is that you have some time to get them adjusted to that speed before you get to your spring season. You played last weekend, you play this upcoming weekend, and then we have 2 more weeks after that you have competitions throughout this fall. Let's just talk about this past weekend. What was it like to be back out here at the field, seeing the fans back out here and just feeling that support from the crowd?
You know what? That was awesome. We had a perfect day for softball. This place was packed, and our players played really well. We made some youthful mistakes, which is going to happen, but that's the benefit of the fall season for us. We get 8 games to play, and each weekend or each game we can kind of tinker with the lineup, make some adjustments, and put people in some different spots. And yes, there are going to be some bumps in the road, but I'd rather have those bumps right now in the fall than when we get to the spring.
Talking about this upcoming weekend, you've already alluded to it. We've got 2 more games, 3 games over here on the field, but 2 that will be on this weekend. And then you look ahead to the rest of fall. What are some of the goals, expectations that you have for your group as you continue to develop throughout this, not necessarily off season, but throughout this fall?
Well, and the biggest goal we have is to learn. To learn, as a coaching staff, we're learning who can do what on the field, what pitchers can be in a pressure situation and execute, what hitters can execute, all those types of things. We want them in a pressure situation. So we've bumped up our competition in the fall. We're playing IU in a couple weeks. We're playing Eastern Illinois, who won their conference last year. We're trying to play the best competition we can to kind of get those battles in early and kind of, figure out who can do what.
If you could describe your team to the average fan that may be waffling whether or not to come out and support you guys this fall, what would you say to them? How would you describe your team to encourage them to come out and see the team?
I'd say you're going to get a team out here that is very passionate about playing ball, very energetic. They are having a fun time competing. And we want to compete, and that's the other thing we want to do during the fall is, these are exhibition games, but we're going all out to win these games. And that's something that's, maybe in the past years has been lacking, but last year we kind of broke that ceiling, and we're expected to win. Our expectation is to come out here and win every time we step our cleats on the field. And so the fall kind of prepares us for that as well. It's like, hey, this is competition. This is not, anything we're trying to win is what we're trying to do. So for the average fan, come out and you're going to see some excitement on the field.
Okay, appreciate it.